Good morning, my industry colleagues. First of all, thanks for Top Tigers and Travelife for inviting me for this session, especially when nobody is willing to listen the stories of hospitality or tourism people, because we felt really abandoned. During the pandemic, and things were going beyond our control. My topic is given as how sustainability changed my business. As Deepika was telling, Keralavoyages got the first Travelife certification in India. It is not because we are the only sustainable tour operator. It is because we started this during the pandemic because we did not have anything else to do. So we thought we will do this. And I should tell you how we reached to Travelife. As we all know, many of us are going for ITB normally. So 2020 ITB, we were supposed to have a meeting with the Travelife Certified Tour Operator in Switzerland. But the meeting got cancelled because ITB got cancelled. And we were communicating, through email. And that owner, that lady, she told me, George, if we need to work together, of course I like your products, I know you are sustainable, but to work together, we need a kind of a sustainability certification. That's a mandatory as per the policy of their company. And I really understood what she meant, and she connected me to Travelife, and we joined. And immediately, we could get the engaged status, and then we went to the partner status. And we were committed to finish within 1 year. And my colleague, my partner in Switzerland, she said, George, we don't think we will be able to do within 1 year towards certification. I said, let us try. And next 6 months, the entire team worked towards that, and within 6 months, we got certified. And why I told this story is that to tell you that this is not a rocket science. That sometimes we have listened to sustainability articles or something like that. It is a kind of thing which you cannot really achieve. There is absolutely nothing like that. When I was talking to my partner in Delhi yesterday, I could listen that they all have started sustainability very long back. Of course, they might not have documented it, they might not have been certified or something, but this is all happening daily. And this is what happened, when I was doing my baseline assessment on the Travelife platform. Around 250 modules are there. So if you look on the module numbers, you may feel that, oh, how I can finish this. But once you do step by step, you know that 90% of the modules you are already doing in your business. If you are a responsible business owner, definitely you are doing. But only thing you need is that a bit more involvement. You cannot just entrust this with somebody and ask them to do. That will not work with sustainability. That is my personal experience. And that is the biggest asset now I have in my team. I have got a very small team. But many times, my team comes with very great ideas to implement. They say, sir, if you do like this, there's one very big example I can tell you. We all are tour operators, and we issue vouchers, travel exchange vouchers. And we may be printing maybe thousands of vouchers every year. So my team came up and told me that why should we give these paper prints to the travelers? Many times it is not needed because most of the hotels are being paid in advance. They just need the name of the client to check in. So my team developed a digital voucher system. And to add that, I told them we can even give the itinerary also in a digital format. Now our office is not issuing a single paper print to a client. They don't carry anything. So everything is on digital. So if the client is staying in 10 hotels during a tour, so we are saving, minimum 5 A4 size papers, and they don't need to carry anything. And we normally, we give it in a very beautiful pouch, again, thick design pouch and all. So we have, avoided everything like that. So this is the difference, when we involve people, when we engage people into sustainability, especially in tourism. They can bring in nice ideas. And we are communicating to the customers, we are avoiding this because of our sustainability. That's a big acknowledgement from the customer side. When it comes to the business angle, I can tell you during the last 2 years, we know that nobody could go for any kind of marketing abroad, or you could not even find a new partner. Our company has got 5 new FTOs added to our kitty just because of our Travelife certification, because they were looking for sustainable partners. Recently, I got an inquiry on my WhatsApp from Australia, where, it's not my market at all. I have no clients from Australia. So it was a nice inquiry, and I nicely replied on WhatsApp. And finally, I asked that lady, how did you get my WhatsApp contact? Then she said, I was looking for a sustainable tour operator in India, and I could get your contact through your social media postings and all. So, and I got the booking for February. It's a 5 lakh business. So this is the way, world is going. So of course, even though we are sustainable, if it is not acknowledged or certified by an authority, and the biggest advantage with the Travelife, what I have seen, what I have experienced is that, it's a third-party audit, and third-party audits are widely acknowledged in the developed countries. India may not be that familiar because, we know that, Indian audits many times gets manipulated. So we don't trust this. But in this way, they were very kind, and, they were very elaborate in guiding us. We have got a coach to assist us, to complete the formalities. Then we have got an auditor to correct again. So it's a good process. And many times, what goes wrong with us are very small things. We may think, for example, yesterday I was flying with Vistara Airlines, which is supposed to be a sustainable airline. And if you go and read their in-flight magazine, they have got a full page explaining about the green strategy of Vistara. It all worked well. They are saying that, we have reduced the use of plastics. It is true. And when I got the food, I could find on the food platter, they have kept a sachet with sugar, creamer, and these kind of things. I can be sure that, nowadays, especially in India, it's a diabetic country, I should say, because most of us are diabetic. So 50% of the flight travelers should be diabetic, and they don't need sugar. They don't eat sugar, I'm sure. But they keep this thing, with all the food platters, and 50% of the sachets go waste. And once it is served, it goes to the rubbish only. They cannot take back the sachet. So I did not understand why a company like Vistara could avoid that. This is a small thing. Definitely, if they avoid that, one aircraft will be doing 4 schedules a day. If you take 50 sachets, it's 200 sachets, and they have got 50 aircrafts. So 200 into 50 aircrafts per day is huge amount. It's money. And that's what we realized in our office also. When we reduced the use of paper, it's money. We are really bringing down. And the second thing, was the personal level sustainability. Once, we finished Travelife education and certification, I personally thought that, this is a nice area to expand. So after the Travelife training, Travelife, of course, they are adding a lot more modules every time. I did all the trainings. Then I went for a course with the University of Colorado. It was with the sustainability business change agent course. It was a very extensive course in which they teach us about the practical application of sustainability into your business, not only in tourism, any business. So that also gave me a lot of inputs. And later I did this GSTC professional certification also. Definitely, GSTC certification course also very nice, which will give us nice ideas. So basically, the basic idea of sustainability is to begin at home. If you do your sustainability at home, naturally it is extended to your office and your workplaces and your colleagues, and you will start talking to people. So this is what happens when you do the sustainability training at Travelife to begin with. And now we are paying less electricity bills in our office as well as at our home, because we don't use any unwanted lights, and we have got a switch off policy. I was not convincing that you will have to switch off your computer when you go for lunch, because we know that we are coming back to the same position after half an hour. But half an hour, if you've got 40 members working in your office, minimum 25 computers, half an hour means it's a big thing. And you have to calculate it to 30 days and 365 days like that. So this is the way we make the difference. And if the owner himself, doesn't come into that sustainability position, it is not easy to really translate to your team. So that is the difference. And definitely, the kind of bonding between the team. I mean, after this sustainability kind of certification, we understood very well. Of course, we are like a family, but still, we could do a little more, I mean, good things. Ours is a small team. We have got only 4 employees and 3 directors. Fortunately, we did not send any of my 4 employees, and we have got 3 drivers also. So all these 7 people we kept for last 2 years without a single rupee business, because now we do not do any Indian business. So we were running on, I mean, zero volume, but I mean, we could maintain them. So now the advantage is that when we started opening back, this team, the kind of passion they have got, the kind of ownership they have got for the company is amazing. So we don't need to be after them, to do things, So that makes a lot of difference. And as I told you, in the operations, they bring, I mean, better ideas, how to reduce our efforts and all, and saving money for the company. And another big thing, I could achieve from this sustainability part is how to manage the visitor behavior. Sometimes, it's very difficult to understand how to tackle a customer. We always say customer is king. Okay, that's fine. But sometimes, there are occasions, where we need to tell them that you are doing a wrong thing. But after learning sustainability in different aspects, we could do that. Now we communicate with the customer. We had a group from Mumbai. We normally don't do Indian groups, but it's a European school. So we did a group of 43 students from Mumbai. They are culinary students. I mean, they are doing European pastry. So once we confirmed the tour, I was escorting the group also. So I was supposed to be the tour leader. So I told the manager that we will not allow you to carry bottled water during the tour. But immediately they said, no, that is not possible, because our students are all coming from the elite community. They are all, they are bothered about the hygiene, this and that. I said, that's all fine. We can ensure that you will get hygiene water, but you can bring a reusable water bottle or anything. We will give you the clean water. But finally they agreed, and we traveled for 4 days, 43 students. You can just imagine, if you take 2 bottles of water every day, also we have saved a lot. And they have really, at the end of the tour, they have really appreciated that we could remind them of this. So this visitor behavior management is a big concern in hospitality. Some hotels, when we go, we have seen, a lot of wastage. Like recently I was visiting a hotel at 3 o'clock in the morning to check in a guest at a 5-star hotel. And the entire lobby was lit like, like a circus. I don't understand, because this was the only client, who is checking at 3 o'clock in the morning. So this is the kind of thing, we can really communicate that, they can bring in a system and all. So this is what, we get from this sustainability, this thing. And during the pandemic, our team, they came up and saying that, we have to do something more, because, tourism is not happening. So we created a new fair trade division. It's not a branded fair trade, but the kind of thing we are doing is a fair trade. It's a shop called Nature to Homes, where we sell natural and organic products, which is being manufactured by social entrepreneurs and small farmers. So what we have done, the small people, maybe a lady who is making a homemade pickle, she is doing only that, but she cannot, bring a brand, or she cannot present it very well. But her pickle is amazing. So we picked that pickle, and we branded it, we packed it, and we presented it to the wider audience. And we have got a nice e-commerce platform to go pan-India. And we brought many farm products also, directly from the farmers. There is no intermediaries. So the farmers are getting better price. So this was also an initiative. It is being run by our own team. We do not have a second team for that. And finally, I could sleep very well during the pandemic. Because we had a close feeling that we are doing something better. Not only for the community, for the planet, everything. And sometimes when we talk about the sustainability, we think that it's about planet, or it's about human resources or something. But it's really much beyond that. It's about sustainable finance management. It's about sustainable marketing. It's about sustainable communication. Sometimes we don't really take care of all these things. So this kind of education, I'm very glad to say, Robin, that Travelife, the training modules, you have been providing on the platform. Very minute things, it can be food waste, it can be water, it can be power. So very small things, which we really discard in our daily life. But I mean, in the training platform, they have taken that much of keenness. And as I told you, transparency and inclusion are the key elements. These are the 2 points we should keep. If we keep things secret to our team members, things will not work. So it should be transparent. Then we have to include everyone. Everyone means everyone. It can be our drivers, it can be our guides, it can be our hotel people. Sometimes, I mean, we always, think that, my company should prosper. But I can tell you, you will not prosper beyond a level because you are creating an island of sustainability which will never work. The global population is really looking for sustainable destinations, not just sustainable service providers. So we need to make our destinations sustainable. For that, we need all the stakeholders. We need all the, I mean, our team, to become sustainable. So I really appreciate Travelife and Top Tigers, for taking this effort to bring, because I have seen a lot of hesitance, from our colleagues in the industry to go. Maybe because, they feel that it's a very, very difficult subject. But from my experience, as I told you, I'm running a small company with only 4 team members. If we could do this within an year's time, we could go to the certification level. Anybody in India can go, definitely. It's not that difficult. And now Travelife has come out with a very robust system with many coaches and auditors within India. Earlier, when we are doing, we did not have anybody in India. So we had to really depend on people from Netherlands only. So they are also coming with new team. And I personally also offer my help, whoever wants any help. Actually, here, my friend, Sugirti was always consulting me when she was doing the, baseline assessment. So I'll be happy to assist on the practical level, and the technical level definitely Travelife has got their own team. Thank you.